Hi everyone. In today's session, we will discuss about fluent weight in Selenium. What is a fluent weight and how to use fluent weight in Selenium. Uh, Till now, we have discussed about weights in Selenium. Selenium has three types of weight. One is implicit weight, and second is explicit weight, and third is fluent weight. So we are done with the implicit weight and explicit weight, and we are ending with fluent weight. Okay, so let's discuss what is fluent weight. So as we discussed in explicit weight, fluent weight is just like explicit weight. It is used to apply wait time to specific element. Okay, and in explicitly weight, you can set polling time, or can say polling frequency. Polling frequency means at what time intervals it will check for whether the element is present or not. Okay, and third is you can set wait time. Okay, like you want maximum time to be 30 seconds or 60 seconds or 20 seconds. Set maximum time, maximum wait time. And fourth is in the frequent wait, you can apply ignore a specific exception. Okay, you have one method ignoring in which you can ignore some exception. Okay, let's suppose you want to ignore some exception. Okay, so in fluent wait, these four functionalities are provided. Apply wait time to specific element. Okay, like in implicit wait, once we applied wait to the driver object, it is applied to all the commands in your project. But a fluent wait is just like explicit wait. Okay, that is applied to specific element only. And you can set polling time or polling frequency. If you want to discuss about what is polling time or polling frequency, you can see my explicit wait video, and in that we have discussed about it in detail. Actually, polling time is a time interval time, like after half second or 500 milliseconds, it will check whether element is present on the screen or not. Okay, let's suppose at a t time, Selenium check that whether this element is present on the screen or not. And if element is not present, after t plus 500 milliseconds, it will check that element is, again element is present on the screen or not. Okay, so in implicit wait and explicitly wait, you cannot modify polling time, but in fluent wait you can set polling time. Okay, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute. Okay, anytime. And this is just like setting maximum wait time for your fluent wait. Okay, and in fluent wait you can ignore some exception. Okay, if you want to ignore any specific exception in your object, you can do that. Now if you want to see the documentation of this API and want to read in detail, you can open Chrome browser, any browser, and search Selenium API documentation Java. Okay, and this is the first link, selenium.dev overview Selenium. So these are the packages of Selenium, and fluent wait comes under sport.ui. Search here sport.ui. Okay, so this is the package for which contains fluent wait. Click on this link, have a look. It's showing you class summary. In this you will find fluent wait here. So fluent wait is a class in Selenium. Okay, so it is just like implementation of the wait interface, like for like WebDriver wait and implicit wait. Okay, so let me click on this fluent wait, and this is the documentation of this fluent wait API. It comes under package org.openqa.selenium.sport.ui. Okay, and class name is FluentWait. Okay, and this is the way sample uses how to use WebDriver Wait. So you can use this wait interface to assign a FluentWait object. Okay, in this object you have to pass the WebDriver object driver, and you can define maximum timeout like with the timeout method 30 comma seconds. Okay, and polling every 5 comma seconds, ignoring no such element exception. Okay, so these are the three functionalities provided by FluentWait. Okay, and how to use that? You can use that like wait dot until, and in this you can pass your condition. Okay, you can pass like this method, or you can pass expected conditions. Okay, it will work. So let me show you how to do that. Let me launch Eclipse. So I'm having one Selenium project here. Let me create one class here. New class, demo, Fluent Wait. Click on finish. So I got one class here. So I will create one test annotation and public void demo Fluent Wait underscore test case 1. Okay, so in our demo we will launch Chrome browser. Okay, so I will create one WebDriver. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, so you can use control key plus space bar to get auto suggestions. Okay, to get auto complete or suggestions, use control plus space bar. Okay, so we created one WebDriver object here. Now we know that to launch Chrome browser we need to set path of Chrome driver.exe. Okay, so I am having Chrome driver in my resources folder and Chrome driver.exe. Okay, let's set that system dot set property. This is the method set property. In the first argument you have to write WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. Okay, in the second argument you have to pass the path of this exe file. So I will right click on this file and click on properties and copy this full path. Click on this button, it will copy, it will open the file explorer. Okay, so I want to just copy this file. I can copy like this, copy, and I can paste it in like this. Sorry, so I can paste here, double quotes, and paste here. Okay, press semicolon at the end of the file. Okay, now we have set the path of Chrome driver.exe, created one object of WebDriver. Now we will launch one website here, driver.get. Okay, and I will launch stackoverflow.com. Okay, so let me try this scenario and see that it's working fine, and I will close the browser after launching. Let me close the old windows. Okay, let me run this scenario. Run as, no sorry, I have to click this one, demo Fluent Wait. Run as test ng. I'm just checking it's working fine. It's launching Chrome browser, opening stackoverflow.com. Okay, so there's one log. This website will launch Stack Overflow homepage. Okay, so we will click on login button. There's one login button on let me click on login button of home page. Let me show you. So we will play with the Chrome browser. So let me open Firefox browser to get the elements. Okay, and here. So once we launch Stack Overflow, I will click on this element. So let me inspect the element. So element is a link. Okay, so we can directly use link text locator. Driver dot find element. Okay, by dot link text. Okay, link text is log space in. Log space in. I have to perform click operation. Okay, so we are clicking on this element, and let me run the script and check that it's working fine. Have a look, it's launching Chrome browser and clicking on login button. Okay, so that means we are able to find the element. Okay, now let me try one in a valid element. So I will change this login element to something else. Okay, let me change it to log I. So in this case it will not able to find this element and it will throw exception here. Okay, let me show you. Run as testng. Okay, and here you have to note one thing here, that it will immediately throw the exception. Once it will try to log in here, have a look. So it throws exception here. It didn't wait for even 2 or 3 seconds. It throws no such element exception. Okay. So in real life, when you automate large projects or your website of your company, it can take time to load the elements, right? So in such cases, we have different types of weights like implicit weight, explicitly weight, and fluent weight. Okay, so implicit weight we cannot use with the large value. It will be applied to all the commands. Okay, and if we talk about explicitly weight, you can apply that, and if you know that your element can appear in 30 seconds or 40 seconds, you can go with explicit weight. In fluent weight, we have some extra functionality in which you can customize the polling time. Okay, let's understand this difference. Let me clear this. Okay, in explicit weight, okay, let's we apply 30 seconds of explicit weight. Okay, 30 seconds. So maximum time is 30 seconds. Now in this explicit weight, at a t time, Selenium checks that whether element is present on the screen or not. Okay, if element is present, it will click on the element and it will continue. Okay, at a t time, if it is not visible on the screen, so it will take some rest before checking it again. Okay, so it will take t plus 500 milliseconds. So it will check the element again after half second. So this is called polling time. Okay, so again, if element is not visible after t plus 500 millisecond time, then again it will check after t plus 500 milliseconds, that was the last time, and again 500 milliseconds difference until it reached 30 seconds of time. Okay, now if we talk about fluent weight, process is totally same, but let's suppose we applied 30 seconds of fluent weight. Sorry, 30 seconds. Okay, in this case you can customize the polling time. Okay, so you can, it will check at t time and you can apply polling time to 10 seconds. Okay, and in explicit weight we have default polling time as 500 milliseconds, that is half second. Okay, but in fluent weight, let's suppose I set polling time 10 seconds. So it will check at t time. If element is present, then it will exit. If element is not present, then it will check again after t plus 10 seconds. Okay, and if element is present after t plus 10 seconds, it will exit. If not present, then it will check after t plus 10 plus 10. Okay, so in the case of explicit weight, it will perform like 32. If we applied 30 seconds of time, it will perform 60 iterations. Okay, and in the case of fluent weight, and I'm applying polling time to 10 seconds. In this case, it will take only 3 iterations. Okay, so this is the difference between explicit wait and fluent wait. Now let's move to the coding part, how to apply. Okay, so I will when we try to log this website and try to click on this login button, it failed because log I button doesn't log I element is not exist on web page. Okay, now and it immediately failed without any wait time. So we can apply some wait. How to apply wait in such conditions? Okay, so we need to create one object of wait. Okay, and wait is equal to new fluent wait. Okay, and here you have to pass the driver, and in this T you can pass web driver type. This is the type of the object. Okay, and here you can pass with the timeout. Okay, let's suppose I want to pass 30 seconds time unit dot seconds. Okay, and after that we can pass polling time. So this is the method to pass polling time, polling every. So I want to pass polling up time 10 seconds. Okay, 10 comma time unit dot seconds, and after that I want to pass ignoring exception, and I want to ignore string element exception. Okay, dot class. Now have a look here. It's showing some yellow warning here, and it is saying this the method with timeout from the type fluent wait is deprecated. Have a look here. It's saying this method is deprecated. Okay, so we need to change here. This was used in Selenium 2 and we are using Selenium 3. Selenium 3 we have different way to pass timeout in these methods. Okay, so we will comment this and create new object here. So if we are using Selenium 2, then use this statement, this pass time like this 30 comma seconds and 10 comma seconds. If you are working with more than Selenium 3.11, okay, then you have to pass timeout in this way. Wait is equal to new fluent wait, and here you can pass driver object, and here you can pass web driver, and with the timeout. So here you have to pass the duration dot of seconds, and you can pass the amount here. Let's suppose I want to pass 30 seconds. Okay, polling every. So again duration of seconds 10 seconds, and let me maximize this editor window. Okay, so we created one object of wait and fluent wait, pass the driver object here with the timeout of duration 30 seconds, polling every of 10 seconds. Okay, and we can ignore some exception in this fluent wait. Okay, so I will pass as state element reference exception. Okay, dot class. So we have created the object here. Now it's showing some error. Let's click on this bulb. It's saying import this wait file, wait class. Okay, yeah, it's done. Now it's showing some yellow warning here. We need to solve that. It's saying add type arguments to wait, so you have to add web driver here. Okay, so guys, it's good approach to even remove the warnings. Okay, because if you are keeping the warnings in your project, that is also an error. You should remove all the warnings from your project. That is a good practice. So right now it's showing yellow warning saying that wait is not used yet. Okay, so how to apply this wait fluent wait to this log I element? Okay, so again wait dot until expected conditions. okay, dot element to be clickable. Okay, so you can pass the other locator here, or you can pass the direct element. So we will pass by dot link text. Okay, and we will pass log I and semicolon. Okay, so this is the way to apply fluent wait in Selenium WebDriver. Let me run the script. Okay, now it will wait for 30 seconds before throwing no such element exception. Let me run the script. Right click on this file and run as test.ng. So it's launching Chrome browser and stackoverflow.com, and it should wait for 30 seconds, but it's failing immediately. There's some problem with our code. Let me find the issue. So it's throwing us no such element exception. Okay, let's see what is the issue, why it's not waiting for 30 seconds before throwing error. Okay, so in ignoring, we are passing still element reference exception, so we need to pass no such element exception here. Okay, so in this ignoring method, it will ignore only those exceptions which are provided here. Okay, so it in this fluent wait you can ignore some exception, so we are passing no such element reference exception. Okay, and we are passing 30 seconds. Okay, and let's run this again. Let me clear this output. Let me close the browser and let me launch this again. Run as test.ng. So it's launching Chrome browser and opening stackoverflow.com. Now it is waiting to find the element login button. Okay, so have a look. It's not throwing exception here. It's still in execution mode. It will throw exception after 30 seconds of this wait. Okay, let's wait for 30 seconds. Yeah, have a look. It throws exception after 30 seconds. Okay, it's throwing us timeout exception. So it reached 30 seconds time. Okay, and didn't find this element log I. So it throws exception, timeout exception. Okay, so this is the way to apply fluent wait in Selenium, and you need to apply this ignoring statement, no such element exception. Okay, and you can apply more wait here. Let me show you by applying more wait. So I will apply 120 seconds. Okay, that means 2 minutes. So let me clear the output and let me run this script again, and let me show you. So it's launching Chrome browser and it's trying to find login button here. So we are passing an invalid locator here, log I. Actual locator is log in, but we are passing log I to check this functionality. Okay, so time is 8:07 now. Okay, it will throw exception at 8:09 because we are passing 120 seconds here. So it will throw exception after 2 minutes of wait. Let me clear this output. Execution is still in progress. You can check it from here, this button. This red button is to terminate the execution. If it's enabled, that means code is still in execution mode. Okay, it will throw exception at 8:09. Let's wait for 2 minutes and I will show you the results here. Meanwhile, let me show you the documentation after that. Okay, so wait is interface. Okay, so implicit wait, explicit wait like WebDriver wait and fluent wait, all these are classes. This fluent wait is class. Okay, and it is assigning a reference to wait interface. And fluent wait has 3 functionalities: setting maximum timeout, maximum wait timeout, and polling timeout. You can set the polling timeout. This is the feature of fluent wait only, and you can ignore some exception. Okay, while performing this time. Okay, and fourth feature is like explicit wait. fluent weight is applied to specific elements only. Okay, it's not for all the commands in your driver, like implicit weight. You can say explicit weight and fluent weight are similar to each other. The only difference is in fluent weight you can customize the polling time, okay, time interval, and you can ignore some exception in fluent weight. Have a look. So it failed at 8.9. We started our script at 8.7 and it failed at 8.9 after 2 minutes, okay, after 2 minutes of wait time. So have a look, is showing timeout exception. Okay. So if you want to see the documentation in detail and want to explore what are the various features and what are the methods in this fluent weight class, you can search. Again, I showed you when I started the session, Selenium API documentation. I suggest before implementing any coding, you should go through the documentation of Selenium API, because you will get a lot of things from the API. Search support.ui. This is the package for all these weights. Click on this, and this is a fluent weight class. Click on this, and this is it's containing all the documentation, right? Like how to apply, how to create object of fluent weight, and how to apply on any element, okay, and constructors and all the methods, okay. And if I move back, this is the expected condition class. In this you can find all the conditions that you can apply in Selenium, okay. Have a look. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions about Selenium weights, implicit weight, explicitly weight, and fluent weight, please write in the comment box. Thank you so much.